So let's assume you want to get $100,000 account. You can see the $100,000, right?
Yeah, I can see it.
The $100,000, the price is $444.
Oh,
That's what you pay. So they'll give you this hundred thousand
okay,
dollars.
you'll be the one to pay. You'll still pay.
Yeah, you pay for it now. You have to pay for it. Not only
Uh,
if you
I
pay for
thought you
it,
will not pay. Oh.
you have to pay. You have to pass a challenge, just like a exam. You see, it's a 100K two-step student account. You see it.
Yeah.
You have to pass a challenge, which is they'll tell you to make
Okay.
8% of that 100K, which is $8,000. You understand me?
Yeah.
You have to make 8% of the 100K. Oh, I will not close my trade. Don't go losing.
Hi.
That is that what I keep saying. Oh, $170. Let's just leave it short. It may reverse back. It may reverse. So let's continue. So unless I didn't you want to buy this 100K account. So in the 100K account, you must have to pass phase one. In the phase one, you will be targeting 8%. You see where they wrote it?
8%.
Percent
Yeah.
target, which is $8,000. That's what you target. Then if you pass the phase one, which is getting this 8%, they will now move you to
Yeah.
phase two, which is 5%, which is $5,000. That is the phase two. Once you pass the phase two, they will now give you certificates that you have passed their challenges, which means you are qualified of trading a 100K account. You
100.
understand me now?
Oh.
So
Yeah,
inside that
yeah, yeah.
100K account, it doesn't mean that all the 100K you have to trade it. In that 100K account, you can't lose more than 10%. You see it here. Max
Yeah.
overall, you don't lose more,
Overall loss.
lose more than 10%. You have already lose that account. So it's inside the 100K, it's just like you are having $10,000 inside the 100K. So forget
Okay.
that they'll say they'll give you $100,000 account. It's just like you are paying $400 to have access to $10,000 account
So, trade
if you eventually pass it through. And inside that 100K account, you won't have to lose 5% a day. In a day, you
every day.
have to lose about 5% of the account, which is $5,000. If you lose 5% of the 100K account, you breach your account. You no longer trade the account. You have to buy another one and start afresh. Understand me?
Yeah.
So these are the things you have to understand before buying a Profim account. So you understood what I explained, right? Do you have any question in this?
Yeah. No,
So you
no,
have
no.
to in the
It's
first
clear.
one,
It's
you
clear.
target
8%.
8%. Second phrase, you have to target 5%. After you target 5%, you have passed it, then you enter the live account. In the live account again, there are some rules, which is you won't lose more than this 10%. Even in the
10%.
challenge, you won't have to lose more than this 10% once you are doing the exam challenge of passing the
Okay.
account. Same thing you won't have to lose 5% even in the challenge, both challenge and funded accounts. So in the funded account, you are not allowed to trade news. Understand? Once it's news, this one they will let you trade news, but let me go to this thing. Let's go to their okay, let me just explain it so that you understand. News, if you want to trade news, you mustn't place your trade 2 minutes after news. You understand? Like now,
Okay.
news is about to occur. You won't place your trade 2 minutes after that news. Before that news, I mean. Understand me, right?
Okay. Yeah. So when are you supposed to place it?
Like now, you place a trade. Like now, if you want to take a trade and it's doing news, you have to place the trade like 5 minutes away before that news. You understand? On a funded
Okay.
account,
Okay.
5 minutes away or 10 minutes away, just let it not be 2 minutes before the news. You understand? So if you
Okay.
place
Yeah,
a
yeah.
trade 2 minutes before that news, any profit you made in that trade, they will cancel it.
They would.
They won't pay you for that trade. That's why I like them. But if it's other company, they will breach your account. But this
They
one is
would.
they will
Oh,
cancel your
they won't pay you.
that one and you still have to trade with your account. Understand me now? You still
Yeah.
have to trade without your account. You didn't the only thing they won't do, they won't pay you the profit
They
you made
won't pay
from
your
that.
profits.
Yeah, they won't pay you that profit. That's why I like their this thing, their firm. Uh-huh. So that is it. And another rules again is their IP rules. You don't have to stay in Nigeria and send
Mm.
your account to someone in Dubai. You understand? Like now you are in Dubai now, you send your account to someone in Nigeria. If they dictate it, they will
Nigeria.
break your account. So even though you want to do it, you
Oh,
have to take permission from them. You take permission from them that maybe okay, if you want, like, let's assume you want someone in Nigeria to trade for you. You have to take
Yeah.
permission for them. Maybe you lie to them, telling them that you want to travel back to Nigeria. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have
Yeah.
to travel. So they won't dictate it. They won't just see you in Dubai and see you in Nigeria at the same time. Maybe you tell them that thing and just remove that account from your phone. Maybe the person you send your logins will not be trading for you. Understand? Even though you want someone to trade for you in Nigeria, but it's not advisable. I'm just giving you an example of these their rules. So that is it.
Okay.
Yeah, do you have any question in this one now we talked about? Because this is what you
No,
need
no.
to know about prop firms before you get into them. Because this 100K they are giving you is not the only thing you have here is $10,000, which is this
10,000.
max 10%. That's the only thing. Even this $50,000 account, the only thing you have is 5,000. So that is it. You can be calculating it $5,000 account. You calculate the 10% of 5,000. That's how you calculate it. You be knowing how much you have. So if you want to buy, just
Yeah.
click on Nigeria. 2 steps. 2 steps is the best. You click 2 steps. Choose any this thing. I prefer mass trader. You just click proceed, you buy it in case you want to buy. If you can't afford this one, but you still go to $10,000, $266. This one is for $36. But I advise you if you want to buy, just go for 50 and 100K. Because the goals of using Profem is just to make money, to leverage, to make a lot of money. Understand me? You understand me?
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
the
I understand
best.
this part. Yeah, I
That's the
understand.
reason why we should be using Profem, not to just be going for this 100, this 50, this $5,000 account. It doesn't make any
Five,
sense.
5,000.
If you buy this $5,000 account, you know the 10%, 10% of $5,000, you know how much it is. No, it doesn't worth it. So the
500.
best thing is just to go for a account that is at least this 10,000,
The
this
higher one.
okay, max 25,000. At least if you are trading, you know that you are trading with at least a better reasonable amount of money. This is $5,000. The max you can lose is 1.6 or 1.9. Yes, 1.9. That's the max you can lose. So that is the best. That is the best thing to do. If you want to trade with profit, just go for the big accounts. So that if you make at least in this $400,000 account I have now, if I make 4%, it's 4,000.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's something. Than if you buy $5,000 account, okay, if you buy this $10,000 account, it's just like you're trading $400. You see it now. No matter
Yeah.
it is for $10,000. Just the only thing you can lose there is $400. If you lose below 400, they will take the account from you. So the best thing to do is to just go for this $50,000 account or
Go for the 50
$25,000
and
account
100.
or $100,000 account. You understand, right?
Yeah.
You understand? Hello?
Yes, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the best thing to do. So let's move on to how to pass the Profem account using risk management. Because in the Profem, you must apply risk management. Since I started trading with Profem, that's when I learned how to use risk management. When I used to use my own personal funds on Xness, I
Yeah.
do trade anyhow, risk 10%, 20%. Just I was being greedy that time. But as soon as I started using Profem, they made me to be a disciplined trader. Started managing using proper risk management. I don't have to over risk again. That kind of all these their rules made me to become profitable, honestly. So let's move on to this one I explained to you now is if you want to buy
This
the
one.
account, these are the things you're supposed to know before purchasing.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yeah.
So let's move on to how to trade on a Profem account. Are you seeing my listing? My trading view.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so let's move on to how to pass the Profem account. You have understood this thing I explained. So let's move up to this one.
Yeah.
Let's assume you have bought this 100K account now. So your first
Okay.
trade, the thing you have to do, the best thing you have to do so that you won't blow the account. On your first trade, on this 100K account, you have to risk 0.5%. You see the
Okay.
0.5%, which is $500. You see it, right?
500.
This
Yeah.
is what you have to risk. Even though you want to go harder, just risk maybe 1% max. Don't pass. Let me close my trade now. It's
Um,
giving me 170. So that I'll concentrate in the trade in the listing. Right, it's 7 there. Manager. Since this week, I haven't been seeing good setup, so the best thing to do is to avoid the market. I've closed it. So let's continue. This. Are you seeing my chat, my trading view?
Yeah,
This
yeah, I
was
can see it.
trade, yeah, but I've already closed it so that I can focus on it. So let's even you have bought the 100K account. The thing you'll be risking in this 100K account is
0.5.
0.5%. You understand me?
Yeah.
You'll be risking 0.5% in this 100K account, which is equals to $500. You understand it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So once you are risking this 0.5%, you have to go for at least 1:3 risk to reward. You can see my listing now.
Yeah,
My
yeah, I can see it.
you see 1:3 risk to reward. So this hundred
Yeah.
thousand dollar account, the 0.5% should be $500. So if you are risking $500, at least you'll be going for 1:3 or one is
One
to
is
two, which means you are risking this $500 to get $1,000. Okay, you are risking this $500 to get $1,500, just like
500.
$500 into three. You
3.
understand me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, no, no. It's like I'm mistaken. I'm
Yeah,
mis-
it's 3. That's 1.5.
I don't want to, make you confused. Let me get it right first. Sometimes this risk reward, sometimes if you don't calculate it well, you may be mistaken. But you, okay, this one is to train now is 1.5. You'll be getting 1.5. Again, let's just do 1:2. 1:2, yes. 1:2 is to 1. So in this $100,000 account now, the 0.5% is $500. So in a trade now, you should be aiming at least 1:2 risk to reward in this $1,000, this $100,000 account, the 0.5%. You should be earning at least 1:2, which means we are risking $500 to get $1,000. You understand it now, right?
Yeah.
The 1:2 means you'll be risking this $500 to get
To get 1,000.
$1,000. Yes, you're risking the $500 to get $1,000. That is the meaning of the 1:2. This is a must. You must be going at least one is. If you don't go for 1:2 and you start losing, maybe you have like let me call it 50% win rate. Maybe 50% of the time you are losing. If you don't go for at least 1:2 risk to reward or 1:3 risk to reward, and you're having only 50% win rate, you'll be losing. You always be in a drawdown. So the best thing is for you to be risking $500 to at least get $1,000 or $2,000. You understand?
Yeah.
So that even though you lose like 2 times, you still be in profit. So you'll be risking this $500 to get $1,000, which is this 1:2 risk to reward. You see this risk reward. If you don't have, if you like, if you don't, if you are not understanding, you can also ask me a question anytime.
Yeah. I
Even
understand. I
after this
understand.
lesson, don't understand, you can also DM me and ask me any question, okay?
Okay. No worries.
Yeah. So this is how to do it. Let's have it been you have taken this trade now and you reach $500 and the trade hit your take profit. You have made $1,000, which is this $1,000 now. It is now 1% of this $100,000, which means you have made
100,000.
1%. You understand me, right?
Yeah.
$1,000 is 1% of the $100,000, which
1%
means
of
you
the
have risked
100,000.
this $500 to make the 1%. So your
Okay.
balance of this $100,000 now once you have win this trade now, this is what your balance will now look like. Your balance will now look like this. Okay, no.
101. 101,000.
This is what your balance will look like once you made this trade, once you win this trade. So this is what your balance will look like. Another trade, this is the same thing you'll be doing in another trade. Like now, if you find another setup, you also risk 0.5, $500 to chase the setup. Even though you lose that setup, you see, even though you lose the setup, you only lost $500.
Really
And
lose.
if you lost the second
Okay.
setup, this is what your balance will now be like. Your balance will now be 500.
100,500.
This is what your balance will now look like. You understand? So that is why it's
Yeah.
good to go for 1:2 risk reward. Adibin, you went for only 1:1, which is you made $500 in the previous trade. You see, if you lose that
Yeah.
$500, your account balance will now be back to
So now,
$100,000. You understand me? So that's
yeah.
why it's good to go for at least 1:2 or 1:2 risk reward. So if you take another trade now, if you take another 1:2 risk to reward trade now, and you won that trade, so this of 105 $100,500, this is what we, oh, like I deleted it. Okay, this is what it will look like. So let's admit you took the third trade now and you won the third trade. So that your $100,500, this is what it will now look like. It will now look like this. Okay, so let's start. Oh, it will now look like this. You see it, 100,000,
100,000.
$1,500. You see it.
500.
So that is why it's good to use risk to reward. See, this is how you'll be doing it till you get to that 8% target, which is that one I showed you when you were about to buy the profit. So even though you want
Yeah.
to risk more, okay, let's assume you want to risk 1%. Let's assume you don't want to raise 0.5% again. Like this, you are up $1,500 in this $100,000 account. And you want to start risking $1,000, which is the 1%.
Percent.
You want to start risking, you want to start risking 1%. 1% of $100,000. This is equals to $1,000.
$1,000.
Yes. So if you are risking $100,000 now, is equals to $1,000. Let's assume that you find another setup and you want to risk this $1,000. You no longer want to risk 5%, $500.
500.
See what to do. You have to be risking $1,000, which is that 1%. So let that mean you want to take this trade now. If this trade now hits your take profit, this one is to risk to reward trade. If you hit your take profit and you are risking $1,000, now your profit will now be if you want the trade,
2,000.
what your profit will now look like.
2,000. Yeah.
Because you risked $1,000 in this one. You didn't risk $500 again. So
2,000 or
even
2,500.
though you want to pass your prop firm account very fast, the best way to do it, just be risking 0.5% till you are up. Till you now make like $1,500. Then if you now make $1,500, then you cannot be risking that profit you made. You understand?
Yeah.
You are no longer risking that $100,000 profit account balance. You are now risking what you made
Not
from the
risking your
market.
profit.
So this is how you begin it. If you now risk 1%, you will now make this 2,000. which is 1:2. You went to 1:2. You now reach the 1%. You now make the 2,000 plus your Okay, wait. Our balance was 1.5 before.
2,000. Yeah, it was 1.5
So
before.
our balance, if you make this if you want this one is
So now be 3,
so this way, it will not be 3,000.
3.5.
Yeah, 3.5. This is what our balance will now be if you make the trade. So let's say that you now want to take another trade and you are risking 1% again, and you lost the trade 1:2, and you lost the trade, which is $1,000. Our balance will now get back to 2.5. It will now get back to 2005. You see,
2.5. Yeah.
this is how risk works, and that is why it's very important. Okay, let's add it in again. You saw another setup the following day, and you decide to risk this 1,000%, this $1,000, which is 1%, because you are up $2,500, just like you are now risking your profit. Okay, you now take the trade, and the trade gave you profits of 2,000. You see, this our 2,000 now. This our 2,500 balance. We now be it will now be 4,005. You see how you are now progressing with the profit.
Yeah.
It will now be 4,500. So this is how you keep doing it. Even though you lose 2 times now, maybe in the next trade you lose 2 times, you are still up 2,005. You understand?
Yeah.
Maybe you saw another setup and you took the trade and you lost. You saw another one, you took the trade and you lost. If you, as long as you are following proper risk management, you still be in profit. And you are going for at least 1:2 or 1:3 risk reward. It's good. Do you understand what I'm explaining?
Yeah, I understand everything.
So if you have any question, you can ask me, because this one now is very, very important. Because this is the way to make money. If you want to be making like 4,000, 6,000, $10,000, this is the best way. If you understand this risk management and how it works and risk reward, trust me, you can trade any Profem account, no matter their rules. So if you have any question, you just ask me. Even in the past lessons we taught, you can also ask me any question so that I will answer you, so that you won't feel any
Yeah.
question.
It's very understandable.
Uh,
You explained it
yeah, it's
very
very,
easy.
very,
So
very easy. Yeah.
uh,
And even his other mentors now, you see how they be teaching you this thing, you will feel lost. So that's why I will
yeah,
always advise people, if you want to teach someone, try to make the thing very simple. In the starting stage, you try to, teach that person so that the person will understand it very easily, than try to use all these big languages to teach. That's why you have to go for all these simple languages people can easily understand. So if the person now understand the basic things, then it's less for the person to now, upgrade. Like this now you understand how to use this. And then if you want to start using all these big grammar they are using in forex trading, you can now use it on your own. But as a mentor, if you want to start teaching, you just make everything
you have
simple.
to be simple so
Yeah,
that it
simple,
will not
because
be
because
difficult.
if you don't keep it simple, everybody will feel lost. And if everybody feel lost, it will not be like you don't know what you are doing.
You
You
don't
know
know
what
what
you
to
are doing,
do.
but you are trying to use, people will try to tell you that they can speak English, they know all the vocabulary, those kind of things. So that's why it's very good to keep things simple. I know some people will say, hey, this one you are teaching like this. Do you even understand what you are teaching? I'm teaching you like this so that you can understand it and make money. The goal is to make money.
Yeah,
You're not here to go
straight to the point.
straight to the point to make money. Because if I'm here to teach you English or grammar, by now we are
Oh,
not done. I know
yeah,
those
no.
ones,
Let
but
me put it
I can't be
on the
teaching
go.
you those ones, because our goal here is to just make money,
Yeah,
make money from the market, not to come and be
not to be
trying
speaking
to
English.
confuse people. Same thing they did us in school. We understand that even though this one looks like more of school, because you have to pass exam, they'll give you certificate, you
Yeah, yeah.
understand? You still have to keep things very simple. Without it, you lose money and tire. Because in this forex, the only goals to success is simplicity. You have to keep things as simple
Yes,
as
because
possible. Just keep it
if it's
simple.
too
But
difficult,
yeah, if you try to complicate things, you will find it difficult to learn. So that's
yeah,
why
it's
it's good
difficult.
to keep
And you
everything
start
very,
to
very simple.
lose. When you start losing, you think maybe
Yeah, you start thinking maybe your mentor don't know what they are teaching. It's just that they were complicated
yes.
that time. So that's why. you have to keep things. We are running out of time. So if you have any question now, you ask
No
it.
problem.
So
No,
you
no,
have put
it's
everything
clear.
down.
Yeah, it is
So the only thing left now is for you to start trading now.
to start.
Yeah.
You're there now. So you
Yeah,
always, if there's
anything,
anything
any
that
question,
always,
anything you want, any question you want, you just, you reach out to me.
sure,
Ask
I'll
me.
ask.
You understand
Yeah,
me?
no problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Funding peeps.
Yeah, funding peeps is the best. They are the best in the game now. They do pay out every Tuesday. No profit ever does that. They do pay out every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
You can go check up on them on their website, fundingpeeps.com.
So the profits you make like throughout that week, they will pay you on every
They'll pay you
Tuesday.
that same week. If you make $10,000, they'll collect their 15% and pay you
Yeah, percentage,
95% and pay you 85% and no. You see,
55%.
yeah. So
Wow,
that is
wow,
it is the
wow, that's
best in the
nice.
game. It's the best. You see it now. You just um invested $440 to get this $100,000
To
account,
get,
and you passed it, and you're now making $10,000. You see the profit. So
yeah,
passing is the best. They are just the best if you know how to pass it to. Some people that don't know how to trade Profem account, they prefer personal account. They will think maybe Profem are scam. It's still the best. I know that they will give us only 10%, which is 100,000, $10,000 in this $100,000 account. I know it's not that wise to give us only 10%, but it's still
yeah,
better
but
than having a personal
yeah, it's
account.
better because it's not your money.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not
not
your
it's not
money.
your money. You only paid $400 to get $100,000
You,
account. And if you pass it, the main thing there is just to pass it. Once you pass it
you
and
pass it.
understand risk management, you'll be making money. Okay, see this my the TFF account. Since last year I passed it. I've not breached the account. You
Yes,
see, because I know what I'm doing. I know how much I've made from them. I still have pending payouts from them, which will be maybe next week or next week will be paid. So the reason why I'm no longer interested in trading with TFL because they do delay payouts. You see, they will take
okay.
up to 1 week, 2 weeks to pay you, which is very, very bad. We see these funding peeps now. Highest 8 hours they have paid you. 5 hours. Some people they do pay them 2 hours, depending on the payment method they choose. As for me, I usually choose crypto, which would be very, very easy for TFF to pay me, but they just choose not to pay. They'll just be delaying your payout, which is very, very wrong. So if you have any other this thing, you can tell me so
Okay,
that
so
everything is
no, no,
clear.
no. Yeah, everything's
Okay.
super clear.
Okay,
It's just
so
to kick off.
and if you want to start now, you start because there's no time. You just even though you don't
Yeah,
want to buy now, at least you create a demo account on NextNet. If you don't know how to create it,
yeah,
you
sure.
can also reach out to me. I'll help you out. You create a demo
Okay.
account and you open MT5. You just be practicing it for now. So when you are
Yeah,
ready,
yeah. To be better to practice first.
yeah, it's better
Practice
to
what I've
practice.
learned.
Yeah, practice what
Yeah,
you learned first. If you finish practicing and you choose to start trading with Fundy, if you just reach out to me so that I'll give you a code so that they'll give you 5% discount. Understand?
oh,
They give
okay,
you
okay.
5% because in this their website now, no promo code yet. But there's how we do get the promo code, 5% discount. So that instead of paying this 444, you will now be paying
Or
three like
three something.
390 or 400. You understand? So
Okay, sure,
whenever
I'll
you're
read.
ready, let me know. Okay now.
Okay, no worries. Thanks, boss.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Ama anụglam ihe ọṅụ anụglam akwa igwara ịsa akwa ha na-achọta gị n'ụlọ That's it. Ah,